imagine the relationship between me and General Akpuruakpu. Let me appreciate all our leaders here and my wife that are here for this twin program of the memorial lecture and the tribute in honor of my father, Chief E.K. Clark. We appreciate so much. And we join the children, the direct biological children, and all of us who are his political children to thank you. It's difficult to end comments on E.K. Clark. Somebody asked me in an interview, now E.K. Clark is gone in the Niger Delta, do you think you can have a replacement for E.K. Clark? And I said that you don't need to look for a replacement for E.K. Clark because you will not get it. Because he's quite a unique person. Even at his age, his memory. If you mention your name as a young man of 30-something, 40-something, will tell you what he did with your father. Not so many people have that kind of memory. And if you're listening to all the contributors, you really see that he was a very courageous person, very vocal. And one key thing, he believed in the unity of this country. But he doesn't believe that any section of the country should suffer. So these are the things, and he's ready to tackle anybody at any time. If he believes that you said something that's not fitting, believe about building a united Nigeria. People may seem as controversial in one way or the other, but if you listen to all the statements, it's about a country that must remain one, a country that every section, every individual should have the same treatment. These are the qualities of E.K. Clark. And what I told the person who asked me the question is that we cannot replace him. All what we have to do is to make sure that we come up with annual lecture or something that will continue to advocate his own vision and philosophy. And doing that gradually, we're going to impact on the younger ones what E.K. Clark stood for. We're all leaders in our own rights. But everybody has his own style of leadership. And I mentioned to that person that even if you read through the history of West Africa, you see that kingdoms rise and fall. And you hardly get from the same kingdom, you hardly get two leaders that will do the same thing. One leader, one king, powerful king will come and build the empire. Sometimes the weak king will come and the empire will even go. But then this empire continues to endure. So E.K. Clark has done his best. It's left for us to believe in his own vision of life and his own philosophy. When my good friend Michael Zakome spoke, he talks about the issue of one-party states. And when you listen to the news, read the show, go through the show media, that's one thing that on an occasion like this, probably one need to. Yes, one-party states, countries have managed one-party states. Yes, one-party states may not be an evil after all, because Julius Nyerere of Tanzania used one-party states to stabilize his country in their early days of independence. He felt that his country has, just like in Nigeria, too many tribes and tongues, two principal religions, Christianity and Islam. If we allow multi-parties, some parties will toe the lines of religion, some will toe the lines of tribes, and unity will be difficult. But it was properly planned, it was not by accident. If we must, as a nation, go one path, then it must be designed, it must be planned by experts, and we know what we are going in for. But if we come through the back door by political manipulations, then we're heading to crisis. So I will advise that probably a country like Nigeria, it's better we allow the system to stay as it is. Yes, the multi-party, but if we, for some reason, we must go one party, then it should not be an accident. It should not be by political manipulation. Because if you read this book, How Democracy Died, by two American professors, then you see that some of these are the symptoms of the death of democracies in nations. And Nigeria is a complex country. And I think it's better we manage the situation as it is, that manipulating the system in a way that will suffocate the country to death. I thank God. Thank
God. That is the speech from Jonathan to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he should not try to make Nigeria to be one systemized country, because that will cause religious and the ethnicity quantity in Nigeria, and that will not be funny when it comes to pass. That he should not use manipulation to manipulate to make the Nigeria to be a one systematic country or systemized country. That he should make peace, and he tried to make everything to be in alphabetical audacity, and not to use his capacitation as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to manipulate everything to make everybody just enter a peace as a political aspirant or a political personnel. So, or political personnel, he should use his capacitation for good and not to manipulate or understand, to make people feel less privileged. I urge you to share this to each other. My name is President Sosika Commission. You just like to comment and try to comment, like, and share. Catch you and go in the specific. I'm coming back to do other videos, but for this one I have done. Just appreciate. And you can know my name is Osidona. You know.
Tapana production. Master Key. This is about Osidona. Oh no. Na me be on the team, make you stand up for your team. Oh baby, oh my baby, how you doing today? So sweetie, oh my lady, how you doing today? Oh yeah, dingolo, joka jangolo, 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 oh yeah, dingolo, joka jangolo. I don't be job with the dollar, now you wanna get another. Master Key is gonna, I must love you forever. Follow me, go see my lover. Now she know me, I go marry.